Okay, it's August 26th. Another quick look at these food plots. This is the brassica side. Still haven't got that rain, but it's Friday. They're calling for it possibly Saturday night, Sunday, Monday. You know, good chance of a ½ inch or so of rain. So we're looking good, but I mean, this is kind of a bare spot where you can really see it. But it's like that throughout the whole plot. And actually those old pigweed carcasses are kind of almost like a little nurse. They kind of keeping moisture in, and I've gone, as you can see, my spray job wasn't 100%. It's hard when it's that tall. It's hard to get 100% kill, but still pretty good. And I went along and been pulling up some of the green ones, and it's brassica is just all underneath of it. Like this is going to be, we just need the occasional rain and some dewy mornings, and this is going to be an amazing plot all out through there. Again, when it's 8 to 10 inches tall, right before rain, I'll hit it with nitrogen, and this will just blow up of just tons of green forage. And then they actually do dig the bulbs up. They don't actually dig them out of the ground, but they will eat the top part of the bulbs that's sticking out into the winter. Like they'll dig them out of the snow. I've seen it happen. So let's go take a look at the other side. Okay, same scenario over here, only it's a lot cleaner. But man, beans have come up really well, and some peas too I see starting to emerge. But yeah, it's nice even seed distribution, and just everything's popping. Just need a little rain. Now in about 2 to 3 weeks, when all this stuff has had a chance to really establish, it's had a good rain on it, maybe 4 weeks even, I'll come in here and top dress with rye, and any bare dirt still showing will get filled in with that, and this will just be a lush green food plot that the deer will benefit from for several months. So also today I'm pulling SD cards on. I'm just going to hit everyone in the farm. A lot of them won't be touched again for a couple months, hopefully. So checking pulling SD cards, moving my cell camera. It was sitting on a mineral lick, and I was getting, you know, many pictures a day, and they can't justify this. Even the, you know, I've got the unlimited pictures. Just, you know, can't have that cell camera on a lick like that. I did pick up a few bucks, you know, decent bucks coming in there hitting it, but there's doe and fawn twins that come every day, like twice a day, and they hang around so long that one of the fawns actually beds down right beside the mineral rock. So I'm going to move that. I really don't need a camera there. I was just honestly just checking the cell cam, just, you know, making sure it was going to work. So it needs to be moved to a more rut area. Also doing a little clearing of some shooting lanes. I'm back here on the persimmon plot, and as you can see, I've already cleared them. As you can see behind me, got it sort of cleared up. Let me switch the camera around. Yeah, there's a persimmon plot. I've got that big tall, it's walnut trees coming back right there, and a couple locusts, but it was just a wall of green there. I left enough of it to be sort of a screen, but I can get an arrow through on this side, get several arrows through on this side, and I'm really just tucked up in here. You know, this is a neat spot. haven't shot a deer back here, let alone a buck. But it's one of those places. It's just a matter of time and hitting it at the right time. So that persimmon plot doesn't look as good as the main plot, but got pretty even germination, and you know, definitely going to need some rye top dressing on the one side. The brassica looks pretty decent, so that's what we're doing today. Just a few little fine-tuning things before season starts. You know, here in the next couple weeks, I'm not gonna want to disturb these woods, so just gonna do it now and get it done. Also have one more stand to hang on the new farm, the Blackwater River farm. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, and I'll have to go back there just to maintain the food plot. I want to hit the brassica side with nitrogen in a few weeks, and do a little top dress with rye. But other than that, that farm is ready to hunt. So, you know, winding down here, you know, a little over 2 weeks till the opening day of season. So just doing a few little fine-tuned things and getting ready for the season. In this video, I'll also try to include some buck pictures, what I've been getting here at the home farm. You know, one buck that I'm really liking the looks of, but he probably needs one more year, is a mainframe 8-pointer, wide, big framed 8-pointer with good brows, and I got one good pick of him that I was able to really zoom in on his bases, and he just has half a dozen stickers just going everywhere. So probably a buck we need to, you know, see what he'll make in another year, but nothing crazy big showing up yet. But again, these aren't necessarily the bucks I'm going to be hunting this fall. A lot of times it's a whole new rotation of bucks, so I'm sure some of them will be in the area, but you know, whatever bucks we have now aren't necessarily the bucks that we're going to be hunting in a couple months. So I'll include a few of those and we'll go from here. Okay, it's August 27th at the new Blackwater River farm today. You see the stand behind me. That will be the last of 4 stands that I'm going to put up. At least for now. Might make some in-season adjustments and either move or do some new sets, but I've got 4 stands on this farm now, and they all relate to food or bedding or some combination thereof. This one's on the food plot, just a little basic ladder stand. Food plot, and then I've got trails come together here. The persimmon tree right there, that flagged persimmon tree, so I've got about a 15-18 yard shot to that. I've incorporated a new mock scrape. I'm going to move the cell camera on it. Food plot, it's a little weedy now that it's gotten some moisture and some sun on it, but the seed has come up good. They've made some changes in the forecast, so taking a lot of the rain out, so I don't know what we're going to get. You know, I just hope that these plots, this one and the home farm, are to a point where they can survive on some dewy mornings until, you know, until we get some real rain. But this stand, I can get into it right there. I can get into it on just about any south wind, definitely any easterly wind, and it's just I mean, literally 50 yards from the truck to get into that stand. Back behind here was my natural deer bedding. On the other side of that, I've got a stand that relates to that bedding where maybe I can catch some bucks coming in the backside. Connor and I put that one up. I've got one down by the river, basically right on the river, and then I've got another one down this trail. It goes all the way to the Blackwater. It's a 1/4 mile trail that goes down through there. Got a stand set up about halfway to the river that relates to some big oaks that are on my neighbor, and just a general, what looks like travel area, travel corridor for this farm. So 4 stands, food plots planted. We just need a little bit of rain, but closed on this farm July 26th. It's August 27th, and man, I don't know, all this stuff just happened, obviously it took some work, but it didn't really seem like all that much work. So it's ready to go. Brand new farm, closed into July, have food plots, trails, and stands. So looking forward to all the things that we'll experience on the new farm this year, Blackwater River.